My uncle turned 63, felt completely fine, went in for a routine checkup, and his doctor looked at his labs and said, "Your kidneys are functioning at 40%. He had no pain. No swelling. No warning. Nothing. And here is the part that should scare you. The first stage of kidney damage has no symptoms. The second stage has no symptoms. By stage 3, most people still feel completely normal. Your kidneys can lose more than half their function before your body sends you a single signal that something is wrong. Not a twinge. Not a warning. Just silence while the damage builds. So let me ask you something. What did you drink this morning? Not what you should have drunk. What you actually drank. Because there is a very real chance that whatever was sitting beside your bed, whatever you reached for before you were even fully awake, has been quietly doing to your kidneys exactly what happened to him. Year after year. Morning after morning. Without a single warning sign. He changed one thing. Just one. What he drank first thing in the morning. And 6 months later, his doctor looked at the new labs and said, "I don't know what you changed, but keep doing it." Today I am going to show you exactly what he switched to. One of the drinks on this list is something most people over 60 have been told to avoid their whole lives. The research says the opposite. We are getting into that right now. Let's start with what's already in your kitchen. If you're interested in this topic, type "interested" in the comments. And don't forget to subscribe. It only takes a second, but it helps the channel a lot. If you want my free kidney warning signs checklist, type the words "kidney checklist" in the comments right now and I will send you the download link personally. Completely free. Just 2 words, "kidney checklist," drop it below and let us get started. Let's get into drink number 1. Drink number 1. Warm lemon water. Before you scroll past this one thinking you already know it, stay with me. Because what this drink does inside your kidneys on an empty stomach in the morning is not what most people think. And most seniors are preparing it in a way that quietly cancels out most of the benefit. After 6 to 8 hours of sleep, your body wakes up in a state of mild dehydration. No fluid came in through the night, but your kidneys kept working the entire time. Filtering waste. Balancing minerals. Clearing toxins. All night long, without stopping, without a break, without any of the water they needed to do that job efficiently. What that means is that your urine is at its most concentrated the moment you wake up. And concentrated urine is exactly where kidney problems are born. When urine stays concentrated too long, minerals like calcium and oxalate begin to cluster together. Over time, those clusters do not stay clusters. They harden. They calcify. And they become kidney stones. That same concentrated environment is where bacteria multiply the fastest. And when bacteria travel upward from the urinary tract into the kidneys themselves, the infection they cause does not just heal and disappear. It leaves permanent scar tissue behind. Permanent. That tissue does not filter. It does not heal. It is simply gone. The very first drink of your morning either breaks that concentration immediately or leaves it sitting there, getting more dangerous by the minute. Warm lemon water works in 3 specific ways that go far beyond basic hydration. First, warm water absorbs faster than cold. Your body does not have to spend energy warming it up, which means it reaches your kidneys faster and starts diluting concentrated waste from the very first sip. Second, and this is the part that genuinely surprises most people, fresh lemons are one of the most concentrated natural sources of citrate available anywhere. Citrate is a compound that actively prevents kidney stones from forming. It works by binding to calcium in your urine before it can crystallize into something dangerous. Research published in the Journal of Urology confirmed that lemon juice measurably increases urinary citrate levels, offering real, documented protection against kidney stone formation that most seniors are unknowingly leaving on the table every single morning. Third, the vitamin C in fresh lemon juice acts as a direct antioxidant inside kidney tissue itself. Every time your kidneys filter toxins, that filtering process generates damaging molecules called free radicals. Vitamin C neutralizes those molecules before they can accumulate and erode the delicate filtering structures your kidneys depend on to keep you healthy. Now here is how to prepare it correctly, because this is where most people go wrong. Squeeze half a fresh lemon into a glass of warm water. Not hot. Not cold. Comfortably warm, the way it feels easy to drink without thinking about it. Take it slowly on a completely empty stomach before anything else enters your system. 2 things you must not do. Do not add sugar. Sugar spikes blood glucose and directly damages the blood vessels that supply your kidneys. Not eventually. Immediately, with every single cup. Do not use bottled lemon juice. The preservatives in bottled juice reduce the citrate content significantly. You lose most of the protection the moment you swap fresh for bottled. Fresh lemon, every single time. 1 glass every morning. That is all it takes. Now for people who deal with acid reflux, I hear you. Lemon on an empty stomach can feel harsh if reflux is already an issue for you. If that is the case, use just a small squeeze rather than half a lemon, and make sure the water is warm, not hot. Many people with reflux find that warm water actually helps settle the stomach rather than aggravate it. But start small and see how your body responds. Most people notice their urine is clearer and lighter within 2 to 3 days of starting this. That is not a coincidence. That is your kidneys already responding to what you gave them. Drink number 2. Unsweetened cranberry juice. Most people connect cranberry juice to urinary health in a loose, vague way. They know it has something to do with preventing infections. Very few people understand exactly why it works at the cellular level. And almost nobody realizes that the version sitting on most grocery store shelves right now is actively working against the very organ it claims to protect. After 60, your immune system operates at a reduced capacity. That is not an opinion. That is biology. And what that means in practice is that a urinary tract infection that your body once handled quietly and efficiently on its own can now escalate in ways you do not expect and cannot always feel coming. Here is what most people do not know. A UTI that goes untreated, or that keeps coming back, does not stay in the urinary tract. The bacteria responsible, most often E. coli, travel upward through your urinary system. When they reach the kidneys, they trigger a condition called pyelonephritis. A kidney infection. And kidney infections do not just go away cleanly. They leave scar tissue behind. Scarred kidney tissue does not filter. It does not recover. Not ever. Most seniors have had at least 1 UTI in their life. Most had absolutely no idea that every single one of those infections was a direct, structural threat to their kidney tissue. Here is where cranberries become genuinely remarkable. Cranberries contain a unique group of compounds called proanthocyanidins. These molecules do something that no antibiotic does. They do not kill bacteria after the fact. They prevent bacteria from adhering to the walls of your urinary tract in the first place. Instead of clinging and colonizing, the bacteria simply get flushed out naturally the next time you urinate. Fewer infections means less recurring inflammation reaching the kidneys. Less inflammation means slower structural decline. That chain of protection is what makes unsweetened cranberry juice genuinely meaningful for long-term kidney health, not just short-term relief from discomfort. Cranberries also carry a specific advantage for seniors with kidney concerns that most people never hear about. They are naturally low in potassium. Many antioxidant-rich fruits are also high in potassium, which compromised kidneys struggle to process safely. Cranberry juice gives you real antioxidant protection without putting that extra burden on already stressed kidney tissue. Now, if you are diabetic or actively managing your blood sugar, this one is especially important for you. Your kidneys are already under extra pressure from elevated glucose levels. Unsweetened cranberry juice gives you the bacterial protection and antioxidant benefit without the sugar load that would work directly against everything you are trying to protect. For diabetic viewers specifically, this drink is one of the most kidney-friendly options on this entire list, as long as you are using the right version. And that is the critical part. Most cranberry juice on store shelves contains added sugar. sometimes as much sugar as a standard soda. That sugar directly cancels every single protective benefit by feeding inflammation and damaging the blood vessels that supply your kidneys. The label must say unsweetened pure cranberry juice and nothing else. If you see cocktail, blend, or from concentrate on the label, put it back. If the taste is too sharp on its own, dilute 1 part juice with 3 parts water. A small squeeze of fresh lemon boosts the antioxidant content without adding sugar or sweetness. 4 to 6 ounces, 3 to 4 mornings per week. That is enough to deliver real, measurable protection without overloading your system. One note for viewers who have had kidney stones in the past, specifically calcium oxalate stones. Cranberries do contain some oxalate. If your doctor has put you on a low oxalate diet, check with them before adding cranberry juice regularly. For everyone else, the protective benefits at this amount are well supported by the research. Consistent use over 4 to 6 weeks is where the real protection builds. Give it time and the results will be measurable. Before we get to drink number 3, I want to stop for a second. If this video is already shifting how you think about your mornings, hit that subscribe button right now. We release new videos every single week and you do not want to fall behind on what is coming next. And drop a comment below right now. Tell me which of these 4 drinks you are planning to start tomorrow morning. I read every single comment. And next week I am going to highlight some of your responses in the community tab because your commitment to your health deserves to be seen. Drink number 3. Ginger tea. This is the one I told you about at the very beginning. The drink most people over 60 have either dismissed as nothing more than a stomach remedy or avoided entirely because somewhere along the way someone told them it was too harsh, too strong, or not meant for daily use. Both of those assumptions are wrong. And the research on ginger and kidney function is some of the most compelling evidence I have come across for any natural drink. When you understand what it actually does inside your body at the cellular level, you will never think about ginger the same way again. Here is what is happening inside your kidneys right now that most people are completely unaware of. Chronic low-grade inflammation is one of the most destructive forces operating inside aging kidneys. It does not hurt. There is no obvious symptom in the early stages. It does not announce itself. It simply accumulates quietly, day after day, year after year, reducing the efficiency of the nephrons, the tiny filtering units your kidneys depend on to do their job. Think of your nephrons like microscopic filters inside a water purification system. Each one processes waste, removes toxins, and keeps your blood clean. You were born with roughly 1 million nephrons in each kidney. And from the time you hit your 30s, you begin losing a small percentage of them every decade through natural aging alone. By the time you reach 60, that decline has already been happening for 30 years. That part is unavoidable. But here is what is not unavoidable. How fast that decline continues from here. And here is what most people never stop to consider. Once nephron tissue is lost, it does not come back. There is no recovery. There is no rebuilding. No supplement, no medication, no procedure gives it back. What you protect today is what you keep. Forever. Inflammation is the accelerator of that loss. And most seniors are doing absolutely nothing to slow it down. Ginger contains 2 active anti-inflammatory compounds called gingerols and shogales. These are not mild herbal agents. These are not folk remedies dressed up in scientific language. Research published in the Journal of Renal Failure found that ginger extract significantly reduced measurable markers of kidney damage in participants with early-stage kidney disease and directly protected nephron tissue from oxidative stress. The researchers specifically noted the protective effect on the exact filtering units that seniors can least afford to lose. That is a documented, measurable result on the precise tissue that determines how well your kidneys function as you age. Not general wellness. Not vague antioxidant support. Direct, cellular-level protection of the tissue your kidneys cannot replace. But ginger does not stop there. Ginger also improves how your cells respond to insulin, which keeps your blood sugar more stable after meals. This matters directly for kidney health because elevated blood sugar is one of the two leading causes of kidney disease in adults over 60, right alongside high blood pressure. By reducing inflammation and supporting blood sugar regulation at the same time, ginger is protecting your kidneys from their two biggest threats simultaneously. In a single cup every morning. And ginger improves circulation. Better blood flow to the kidneys means more oxygen and more nutrients reaching kidney tissue throughout the day, keeping filtration function stronger for longer. This is why I said at the beginning that this is the most powerful drink on the list. Not because it is exotic. Not because it is expensive. Because it targets the exact mechanism, chronic inflammation at the cellular level, that is silently accelerating kidney decline in most adults over 60 right now. Here is how to prepare it correctly, because this matters. Fresh ginger root only. Not powder. Not capsules. Not extract. The active compounds in dried powder are significantly weaker than what you get from fresh root, and the difference in protective effect is real. Slice or grate 1 teaspoon of fresh ginger root. You can find fresh ginger root in the produce section of most grocery stores, usually near the garlic and onions. It keeps well in the freezer and actually grates more easily when frozen, so buy a larger piece and store it. Add the ginger to 2 cups of cold water and bring it to a gentle simmer. Not a rolling boil. A gentle simmer. Let it simmer for 10 minutes. Then strain it into your mug and let it cool slightly before drinking. A small squeeze of fresh lemon and a minimal drizzle of raw honey add additional antioxidant support without putting any burden on your kidneys. One important note. If you are on blood thinners like warfarin or on any heart medication, please check with your doctor before adding daily ginger to your routine. Ginger is powerful enough to interact with certain medications, and your safety matters more than any drink on this list. One quick conversation with your doctor is all it takes to make sure this is right for you. If you are new to ginger, start with half a teaspoon and build up gradually over the first week. Let your body adjust. 1 cup every morning is the target. And the anti-inflammatory effect on kidney tissue does not happen overnight. It builds and compounds over time. Most people begin to notice a real difference in their energy and their morning heaviness within 2 weeks of daily use. That is the inflammation beginning to respond. Drink number 4. Plain water. I saved this one for last, not because it is the least important, but because it is the most important drink on this entire list. And the honest truth is that most seniors over 60 are not drinking nearly enough of it. And their kidneys are suffering for it every single day in ways they cannot see or feel until it is too late. Your kidneys physically cannot do their job without adequate water. This is not a suggestion. This is mechanical reality. Every waste product your body produces, every toxin, every metabolic byproduct, every excess mineral, must be dissolved in water before your kidneys can filter it out. Without enough water, those substances do not get filtered. They concentrate in your bloodstream. And your kidneys have to work exponentially harder just to keep up, and often fall behind. Here is what makes this especially dangerous after 60. Your body's sense of thirst weakens with age. The internal signals that tell you to drink become less reliable, less accurate, and slower to fire. Which means many seniors are moving through their entire day in a state of mild chronic dehydration without ever feeling thirsty. Without a single signal telling them something is wrong. That low-grade dehydration raises the mineral concentration in your urine, creates the perfect conditions for kidney stone formation and bacterial growth, and quietly accelerates kidney decline every single day, invisibly, without a single symptom. Research published in the Clinical Journal of the American Society of Nephrology found that adults who maintained higher daily water intake showed significantly lower rates of kidney function decline over time. And the protective effect was strongest in adults over 55. That is your age group. That is this research speaking directly to you. Here is how to do it correctly. One important note first. If you have been diagnosed with advanced kidney disease and your doctor has given you specific fluid restrictions, always follow those instructions. Kidneys with severely impaired function can struggle to remove excess fluid, and overhydration carries real risks for that group specifically. Everything from this point forward is for seniors without severe kidney impairment. For everyone else, 8 to 12 ounces of plain water immediately after waking up. Before your coffee. Before your phone. Before anything else enters your body. This single step begins breaking down the overnight concentration and gives your kidneys the fluid they need to start flushing toxins efficiently from the very first hour of your day. From there, sip steadily throughout the day rather than drinking large amounts all at once. Your kidneys process water more efficiently in a steady stream than in sudden large volumes. Room temperature water is gentler on digestion than cold. A slice of lemon adds a small antioxidant boost with no downside. Now I know that some of you struggle with plain water. If the taste, or lack of taste, has always been a barrier for you, here are 3 things that actually work. A slice of cucumber and a few mint leaves make water feel almost luxurious without adding anything harmful. A small wedge of orange adds natural flavor without significant sugar. And infusing your water overnight with a few slices of fresh ginger gives you mild flavor and a small additional dose of the anti-inflammatory benefit we talked about earlier. What you should not do is reach for flavored water packets. Many of them contain phosphate additives that are genuinely harmful to kidney tissue. If you would not recognize an ingredient on the label, do not put it in your water. The rule is simple. If it came from a packet, it probably does not belong in a kidney protective morning routine. Your simplest hydration guide is always free and always available. Check your urine color. Pale yellow means your kidneys have what they need. Dark yellow or amber means they are running behind and they need water right now. Use it every morning as your personal kidney check-in. As for how much water total per day, the general target for most adults over 60 without kidney restrictions is around 6 to 8 glasses spread across the day. Not all at once. Spread across the day, steadily, consistently, in a way your kidneys can process and use. Now here is the thing most people get wrong about plain water and kidney health. They assume that if they are not thirsty, they are fine. After 60, that assumption is one of the most dangerous habits you can have. Thirst is not a reliable signal anymore. Your urine color is. Use it. So there are your 4 drinks. And before I give you the full morning routine in one place, I want to say something that I think matters more than any specific drink on this list. Kidney damage after 60 does not happen overnight. It builds slowly and silently from years of small daily choices that seemed completely harmless one morning at a time. A concentrated urine here. A skipped glass of water there. Years of chronic low-grade inflammation that never announced itself. But kidney protection works exactly the same way. The right small choices, made consistently every morning, compound into real, measurable protection over months and years. This is not about perfection. It is about direction. Every morning you choose one of these drinks over whatever was silently working against your kidneys before, you are moving the needle. Slowly. Quietly. In the right direction. Now here is something I want every single person watching this to do this week. Ask your doctor for a basic kidney function panel. It is a simple blood test. It measures your creatinine levels and your GFR, which stands for glomerular filtration rate. That number tells you exactly how well your kidneys are currently filtering. Most people over 60 have never had this test specifically requested. My uncle had no idea his kidneys were functioning at 40% until a routine checkup happened to catch it almost by accident. You do not have to wait for a routine checkup to catch something that's serious. You can ask for this test by name at your very next appointment. Knowing your number is the most empowering thing you can do for your kidney health right now. It costs you one conversation with your doctor. That is it. Now here is your complete kidney morning routine, everything in one place so you can start tomorrow without rewinding this video. Wake up. Drink 8 to 12 ounces of plain room temperature water first, before anything else. Then your warm lemon water, half a fresh lemon squeezed into a warm glass, no sugar, no bottled juice. 3 to 4 mornings per week, add 4 to 6 ounces of unsweetened pure cranberry juice, diluted if needed. Every single morning, 1 cup of fresh ginger tea made from real ginger root, simmered for 10 minutes, with a small squeeze of lemon and a drizzle of raw honey if you like. Then your coffee. Right where you always wanted it, just 15 minutes later. That is it. 15 minutes of your morning. No supplements. No expensive products. No hard-to-find ingredients. Just 4 drinks that work with your kidneys instead of against them. Your kidneys have been working for you every second of every day for your entire life. Filtering your blood. Removing toxins. Balancing the minerals that keep your heart beating and your muscles moving. They have never taken a day off. They have never asked for anything. They have done their job in complete silence, and most of us have spent decades not even thinking about them. The least you can do is give them a better start each morning. If this video helped you today, I want to ask you to do one specific thing. Think of one person in your life right now who is over 60. Maybe it is a parent. Maybe it is a spouse. Maybe it is a close friend you had breakfast with recently. Send them this video tonight. Do not overthink it. Just send it. Because the damage we talked about today does not wait, and neither should you. One share from you could genuinely change the direction of someone's kidney health before they ever know they needed it. Drop a comment right now and tell me which drink you are starting tomorrow morning. I read every single one. And next week in the community tab, I am going to highlight the ones that stood out.